lot of people on my Instagram are really curious about Ayurveda and how it might be able to help them with their hormones, particularly with PMDD and PMS. But a lot of people feel quite overwhelmed where to start. So I think this is a good opportunity to give people an idea of very sort of simply of how it works and just break it down in a practical way to see whether it's something that people might want to start pursuing. As someone who's never heard of Ayurveda before, how would you explain it in just a couple of sentences?
And so Ayurveda is an ancient Indian system of wellness that focus on balancing mind and body through a personalized diet, lifestyle approach, and natural remedies if it's needed. So Ayurveda believe on your unique body type, and balance is the key. It's first assess your body type and then see where the imbalance is and what need to be corrected.
What is the purpose of a spring detox? Why is spring's key time to do this kind of work?
So Ayurveda don't suggest any strong detox during winter and autumn time, because that time our body need that extra layer of heaviness or fat to stay warm, especially in this country from the winter. So with the arrival of the sun, so the heaviness of the winter start melting away naturally in the springtime. So our body is naturally trying to get rid of the heaviness. We call it kapha, which is the sluggish energy that gather over the winter. So in the spring, with the arrival of light energy of sun, as new leaves and flowers are coming out, our body wants to get light as well and have more energy. So in order to do that, we need to get rid of this heaviness, sluggishness that our physiology might have gathered through the spring. So it is a great time of spring because we are in a good mood, we have the energy, and also nature provides us a totally different kind of vegetables and fruits and all that. So really Ayurveda help us to tune in with your nature, with your environment. And if someone need extra help, then the spring detox it helps the body to get rid of the heaviness faster.
So sort of more practical aspects of joining a detox for a first time. What does the day-to-day look like?
So when someone sign up for the detox, they receive a booklet where it explains everything. And there is 4 different type of herbs a person has to take through the day. So all the information, all the timing, everything is very clearly mentioned in the booklet. So they get up in the morning and they have a light breakfast and they take their first herb. And similar way, if possible, they prepare their fresh lunch and then have their herb. So advice is like take it easy, rest more, and just be more reflective onto the 7 day of detox, how your body is reacting to that. So it is very well organized. So there's no confusion around what food you are going to eat, what herbs and when you need to take. You're doing simple exercises like going for your regular walk or swimming or easy gym session because you're eating a little bit less calories. So it will be very easy and comfortable 7 days.
People who do this detox, what type of benefits would they see, particularly if they're maybe a woman who suffers with like hormone related issues?
Because it's a very simplified and supportive approach, which are foundation of good habits going forward as well. So we suggest people, you during the detox are not taking coffee, you're not taking any heavy kind of food, let's say dairy, gluten, animal products. So it's really is a plant-based diet, which I say could help your digestion and take off the metabolic load from your system, because liver play a big role in the formation of hormones. So once your liver is a bit rested and rejuvenated, of course, the production of hormone will be better. So yes, people do report benefit in their mood, benefit their energy level, brain focus better, and their next cycle is better. I have seen improvement in people. It's like an ongoing journey to improve if the imbalance is chronic there, and it depends on the person's body type as well. But definitely signing up for the detox, the person would feel benefit coming out of it.
I definitely feel quite an immediate sort of change in my energy levels when I do the detox, and now I do it every year because it helps me. But I think one of the big things, as you say, is sort of kick-starting motivation to really listen to yourself more, take care of yourself and eat better.
Exactly. It's a wonderful way to see how your body reacts when you eat a bit less. You might feel a little bit kind of cravings for the first day or two, but interesting, it just go away by day 3. And people start saying, oh, I'm feeling wonderful and enjoying more of my day or myself. Yes, so definitely that's there. Great.
Definitely, I think that exactly that, the first 2 days, I'm a bit hungry, maybe a bit headachy, and then by day 3, I just feel great. What would you sort of say to someone who feels a bit sort of overwhelmed and intimidated by doing a lot of different lifestyle changes?
There won't be a big lifestyle change if you are thinking to do the detox. It's very well structured and it's not very extreme like fasting or extreme kind of detox. It's very simple, very easy, very doable. And I do say to people, like, you're signing up for 7 days, but you think in your mind, maybe 7 days beforehand, to weaning yourself of coffee and sugar and things like that. So that transition is easy. So that will be the biggest change if you are, say, dependent on coffee, or if there's a sugar in your diet, or if there are a lot of gluten in your diet. So that's something you might be challenging, but you start preparing yourself beforehand. Yes, for the 7 days, I will not be so slowly weaning yourself off coming towards the detox. And then it's easier. The lifestyle change, biggest will be you can still work, you can still do your daily activities. It's just like, if possible, go to bed a bit early and try to eat in your lunch. So you might have to stop for the lunchtime and have your warm meal, and you have to make sure that your meals are prepared, which are again very simple meals. Really, it doesn't take big time. So big lifestyle, I think that could be the only change, that you have to buy your grocery. It's all there, and you have to prepare your food. And you listen to your body. I'm not in a big mood to go for a big exercise today, just a normal walk, or I want to rest more because I'm feeling a little bit tired due to less calories. So allow yourself to rest as well.
Does it need to be done perfectly, or can people approach it a bit flexibly?
Yeah, there is a space for flexibility. Absolutely. People like yourself who are doing from last 3 to 4 years, they can get a kind of idea, and also their body tells, if I do this, this is how I feel. So for the first time, of course, you could be flexible. So if you're just taking your herbs, and if you're somebody who've never taken herbs as well, you could take low minimum dosage of the herbs as to start with, and then you're done with your 7 days. And then if you're planning to do it next time again, you can do a little bit more, take extra dosage of the herb, and you can cut down your calories. Let's say you're normally taking out 200, 300 calories out of your meal that you normally take. So next time you can take a bit more. So absolutely, you can do it with more flexibility. Yeah. Yeah. So the main principle will be, yeah, if you eat early in the evening, and try eat not too late in the evening, because you also want a little bit autophagy to kick in. Because when you eat less calories and you're letting to go into that fasting mode of your body, you mentioned PMS, hormonal imbalances, which are related to insulin resistance. So if we are looking to correct something like that, yes, we want to get into fasting, we want to get into fat burning phase, which you need to reduce your calories a bit more. So if you want that benefit, and you are somebody with heaviness and sluggishness energy in your body, so in that way, yes, you need a bit more support, and you try to say, yes, this is what it's going to do to my body. For short term, it is going to benefit the insulin resistance. As I said earlier, liver is slightly better. It can process the sugar better, and it can process the gluten better once you come out of the detox as well, and you feel the benefit. And next time you want to get into a little bit more deeper phase of fasting, and autophagy to kick in order to get rid of this sluggishness from your system.
And what kind of support should people expect during the detox?
Oh, great. As I said, once you sign up, you receive a booklet and you read through it. That's very good. And there is also a video, if you have time to watch, that explain why you're doing the detox and what's involved. So that clears some of the clouds and make it a bit more doable for you. And then during detox, we ask people to sign up a WhatsApp group where it gives a sense of community as well. And people posting pictures of their meal, people posting their experiences. Down the road, there could be aches and headaches and stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit easier when we are sharing with each other. And I'm there all the time if somebody is feeling a bit more kind of a headachy, or they can manage. So I can they text it to me either in the group or personally. If I feel I need to call them, I need to talk to them, what's exactly is happening, I do that as well. So I'm there for the 7 days to help people. So my support is there. And then we also do 3 Zoom calls in between the 7 days. The first Zoom call we do the day before the detox start, and then somewhere in the middle and somewhere at the end. So if people have any questions or anything they're not sure, or I'm there to check what is happening now, this is how you should be feeling. So we are very much involved. So that support is there, community support from your other people doing it. And then I'm there and my colleague will be there. So we will be doing the Zoom calls as well.
We sort of talk about it's very personalized and sort of listening to your own body and different body types. What type of body is this type of detox suitable for?
So there are 3 body types: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which is air, fire, and earth. So air people are like small body frame, But air people can also have PCOS and PCOD, these kind of problems, especially in the mid-20s, 30s. So then they get in touch with me because I may not want them to on a very strict low-calorie diet. So I will adjust the plan for them, because the idea is not to lose too much weight if they're already skinny, but just cleaning the diet, and they might eat bigger portion and stuff like that. So Vata can still do it. Pitta is the fire element, and Pittas are prone to inflammation. So the detox is helping for them to clearing the inflammation pathways, again, through the liver, to the gut, by cleaning the small intestine and all those things. So for Pitta people, again, it will be moderation of the diet and moderation of the herbs and everything. And the Kaphas are the one who naturally are prone to put on weight, heaviness, sluggishness. And Kapha people around this time of the year could also suffer from sinus and hay fever and acne and skin problem, which is already showing in their physiology that this is my body is trying to get rid of the sluggishness naturally. But if it's not happening very quickly and every year the problem appear, then detox is very beneficial for Kapha people. And the Kapha people, they clean up the channels by taking the herbs and by doing light diet. And once the channels are clear, the blood flow better and everything, skin is better, and all these sinus problem and everything gets better when you're doing it in a row of 2 or 3 years.
Great. And so if someone is interested in doing this, is there anything that they should check before?
They can get in touch and I can have a little conversation with them just to see. I won't suggest this for if somebody has a medical condition and they need to be on strong medications. They are on 2-3 medications. Usually, like if it's possible, you either stop the medication or sometimes, yes, I say you need to continue. And let's say in ladies in their 50s, they could be diabetic, they could be thyroid issue. So there is no kind of interaction. But if somebody's on blood thinners and stuff like that, then no, I have to be careful. So it's not for people with strong medical conditions. And also people above 70, because we are in the strong Vata phase of life. So they definitely need to talk to me before I say yes. So we said in the booklet, it's not for people in the 70, but I have people doing who are in the 70, they're very healthy and they're very good and all that. So yes, they get in touch with me. I do a little session with them just to go through their normal health history and see this is good for you or this is not good for you. Me and my colleague, Dr. Brannan, just made a video. If somebody want a bit more depth information and want to listen again before deciding, I think that's a very good resource there. And then I'm there if anybody want to get in touch. So you can share my email. And last year, one of your person did a consultation with me, and then we adjust the plan, but she benefited a lot from it. So and you yourself are wonderful doing this and benefiting from it.
Honestly, it changed my life. It's been fantastic. So thank you for doing this and providing this for people.
Wonderful. We have ladies doing it from, I think we started roughly 5 years ago, doing it religiously every year. And the benefit they tells me, it's amazing. They might have talked to me for the first time, but after that, they just know and they're just doing it. And the benefit speaks for itself. So this is also, just to add into, traditionally in the European, this is a Lent time, this is the Easter time. And I think traditionally people used to do a bit of detox, either sugar or alcohol, and naturally go lighter in your body. So it's also like culturally, every culture would have some kind of fasting detox going on around this time of the year. There was Eid, and there before that there will be Ramadan, which is again fasting. And then in other culture as well, there will be Navratri where people fast for 9 days anyway. So different culture has, it's not only Ayurveda who suggests fasting on this time of year. Our ancestors did this, and Ayurveda is kind of taking it in a more simplified, in a more structured way to guide how to do things properly and all that. So we are not doing something new. It's already there. There might be people who don't know about Ayurveda. So there are many resources online, even on our website. There are free lesson course, and there are so many different webinars. So if you're somebody, you're hearing it for the first time, what is Ayurveda? Then yes, do learn about it. And even following simple things, you can do it yourself. You benefit. Ayurveda is a very much of a prevention model, so you can benefit a lot. Your health can improve. It can get better. So I just strongly encourage people to learn more about Ayurveda. You don't have to get in touch with me. There are so many resources out there.
If you're interested in doing the spring detox, you can email Dr. Rajvinder directly and mention that Elena sent you, or if you'd rather, you can DM me the word spring on my Instagram and I'll pass on your details to her directly.